answer it and I start for this. Well, hi there, guys. Now that we're live, I am on really slow public Wi-Fi, as you can tell, at the comic shop. Welcome. I am Tasha, and I'm here with my good friend Nakia, who is sitting here running the 24-hour at Tate's, which I explained to you guys on the blog and on Twitter. We have tons of artists sitting people left and right, and gallery opening tonight, right? On putting that together in one night. See, so why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little about what 24-hour comics is, all that good jazz. Because I'm gonna have a sip of coffee.
Years ago, by Scott McCloud, who is sort of a big wig in comics. Dozens of books on creating comics and doing things for comics, and he came all day just creating a comic. I have been participating in the last 6 or 7 years every year.
2 years. By the way, this is the best comic shop in Broward County, Florida. If you are in South Florida and you're looking for a comic shop, come out to Tate's North too. Which is Palm Beach, right?
And
wait. So those of you who remember Erin, who did the avatar drawings for the winner of the last Miller's Avatar, it's great. She's actually for our comics. You can see her sketches. So what did you say? Your pace was 1 page an hour, right?
Yeah. They recommend online you do about a page an hour because it's 24 pages, 24 hours. There pages, but I'll do my best.
I am definitely not good at
How many did you get last year?
Last year I did all 24.
It's really complicated.
I know the way he was his head cut off. It's amazing.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I had I think it was 8 characters to kill myself.
All right.
So I do really big stories last minute, and so like I don't know where I'm doing. 4 hours ago, I've done 5.
I know he said that he wanted a tower. He wanted it so King might get mad, but
yeah, because he's got the dark one. And it's going to be for this very serious story, and then at the last minute, I was like, no, I'm not.
That's just sad.
Last year,
Unicorns know what they did.
They know what they did. Oh yeah, the guy who was sitting at the table with us who could draw like so
giant, like
Josh. His name was Josh. He could draw so fast. It was insane.
Wow.
Insane.
It was gorgeous too.
So, what happened to your comic from last year, Nakia? Did you put a story to it? Because yes, Nakia does write too.
Oh, I do write. I actually put a story to it. It was one of those things where to embrace my sex, maybe a half hour. I'm just going to develop a story out of that, and it's like I let it bleed.
So you went through and did a second draft and traced over in ink, and it became,
Well, no.
Well, it's not done.
This
Okay, so
this I don't, because I had a friend that only did 3 pages because he only went through 3.
hey, stories. So guys, once again, I am here at Tate's Comics here in what are we officially, Lauderhill here?
Lauderhill.
Lauderhill.
The Eisner Award-winning Tate's Comics.
The Eisner Award-winning. Eisner Award-winning. What's the Eisner Award?
It's a award for the best comic shop in the world, and you can only win it once in your lifetime, and we won it.
Just once, and my comic shop, my guy Nakia won it. I'm just saying. So, so actually, I met Nakia last year at this event. That is how both Erin and I, because I come with Erin, because obviously she's the artistic one. I fail terribly at drawing. I can't even draw stick figures. But so I come and support her, and we have coffee all night. And I won't let her go home. She gets really mad.
Yeah.
And I met Nakia last year, and it's really great. And this guy will run around this entire place helping out any artist who needs it. And I mean, look, I'm just gonna swivel us. There's artists over there. There are just people like everywhere in here right now. It's a really great comic shop. And I know you guys are used to seeing the foreground as my bedroom, but this is probably prettier, much prettier.
Yeah, Lenore behind you.
Well, Lenore, the Dead Girl, is one of my favorite comics, actually, so it works out.
Harley's on the other side.
Yeah, I love Lenore, the Dead Girl. Love her. She's great. I don't like Emily the Strange. I prefer Lenore. She's usually right around Lenore, actually. Yes, we're comic book nerds, and comics are a form of writing, so it works out. So we're here supporting the artists. A lot of them are just really, really fantastic. Like I said, Nakia, I know I have a lot of Supernatural fans out there. He also likes Supernatural. Are you still catching up?
I finished season 8, and it made me not want to watch season 9. I mean, of course, I have to watch it before 10 comes out, so I will watch it, but I'm watching it slowly.
So tell us a little bit. I know you guys got raffles and everything going off. So what are you guys raffling off? What's the situation?
We got a bunch of swag from.
We love swag.
The Blick Art Store. So we have T-shirts and acrylic paints, and we also have got some stuff from Office Depot Incorporated.
We're just gonna drop stuff. It's okay.
That we're gonna raffle off, and free raffles.
Yeah, you walk in, you get the raffle ticket.
Yeah, anybody that signed up gets a raffle ticket. So we're giving away
I'm sorry, I just got baby fever from the most adorable baby ever.
You know it. So there's this, there's that, and then I bought a couple of things. I purchased a couple of things that we're gonna raffle off.
Oh, awesome! They are really, really like customer oriented here. They love their customers. Nakia actually also does his own podcast, which is, I forget the name of it. Don't shoot me.
I hate you so much.
No, tell what it is.
Just a couple of G's.
That's it. Just a couple of G's. I want to say just a couple of guys, which would have been close, but it's just a couple of G's.
Close. You can find us at justacoupleofgs.com. We have our own website.
And it's really fun. They let me sit in on one of their podcasts once. It was a lot of fun just listening to them. I didn't say anything, so don't go out there looking for my voice. I didn't. I thought I was intruding.
You're not. I invited you.
Fine. Okay, my bad. I will come for another session, and I will totally put in my nerdy girl opinion. Okay. Okay. I'm out there. Trust me. I mean, I got yelled at because the show was off the air for a month because it was only supposed to be for a competition that we were following the competition. Everybody started watching it. Then it was like, "Are you bringing it back? Are you bringing it back?" And I guess we brought it back.
I still need to work on that logo.
Yes, you do. Erin, also the one who made the avatar.
Closer to the end of October. Sorry, guys.
So, okay, there you go. Near the end of October, we will have a new Whiskey, Wine, and Writing logo. The reason Nakia isn't up to date on this, it's called Whiskey, Wine, and Writing, is because the first night it was me and my critique partner. She won, I had whiskey. It just worked out. So it became Whiskey, Wine, partner, Timber Tiffany. She'll be back. She's just in the process of moving. Then I will have my co-host back, and you don't have to hear me babble all by myself. Nakia and I have Erin. So he does, but it's awesome. Like it is. Tate works here, obviously, but you don't see him as much because he's in the back. His dad works here, part time, and Nakia's family always. It just is what it is. So, but so since we're on the form of comics tonight, if we have any aspiring comic authors, what's some information you would give them? What's a place to start if they're looking for a place to start?
Start writing or start
whatever you need to do to make a comic. I've never made a comic. This is all you.
Oh,
I can't draw. How do I make a comic? I write. I do the stories.
There's a couple of outlets. A lot of people self-publish. There's nothing wrong with self-publishing.
Provided you do it right, please don't put it out there with a bunch of grammatical mistakes. Terrible. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Edit your stuff. Get an editor to edit your stuff for you, because oftentimes I'll write something and not notice typo or a grammatical error.
Absolutely, and it happens to the best of us. I have my critique partners, and right now my completed novel Redemption, which you guys have already heard about, it's out with beta readers right now who are already like, by the way, you missed a typo after my critique partners. Yet more than one.
Yeah.
More.
Check everything.
Absolutely.
You need about a good $2,000 to self-publish a book decently. If you'd rather not go that route, there's Image Comics. Most people don't know this about Image Comics is they're a publishing company. So outside of the image basics like Spawn or Cyberforce, those are owned by the guys that started Image Comics. But a lot of the other stuff like Walking Dead, everything else that's on the shelf is self-published.
Really? Walking Dead is self-published? I did not know that.
Well, self-publishing in a sense.
Wait, as in indie publish or self-publish?
Walking Dead is created by the people that create it. So
Okay.
Kirkman writes it, and he's got his artist draw it.
And they put it out there themselves?
They put it out through Image.
Okay.
But if Kirkman ever said, "Oh, I'm going to take Walking Dead away," Image can't fight him for it. This isn't like if
So
you
they keep the full rights to their comics?
right. This isn't like if you worked at Marvel and you're drawing Wolverine, you can't take Wolverine with you because Wolverine's owned by Marvel Comics.
I don't think they're going to allow that.
Walking Dead is not owned by Image Comics.
It's owned by the artist and the creator.
Right. So Kirkman owns all the rights too. So
Kirkman must be really, really rich considering that it went out to full like TV verse and everything.
So what they do is if you go to their site, they have submission guidelines. So if you wanted to create a book with your friends and everything, you guys create a book. And then I think it's you send them the cover and like 5 sequential pages of the book.
I think something just blew up, by the way.
I think it was lightning.
That could have been it. Yeah, we do have a storm coming in.
So you send them that, and then Image, the guys at Image, they go through your stuff. And they're like, if they like your idea, they'll let you know, we like your diet. If they want you to make certain changes, like get a different ink or get different colors.
Right.
We don't like this font that you're using. They work with you because they want to sell the book and they want a book that'll sell.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
So once they go back and forth with you, and once you guys have like a solid product, Image just publishes it. And then all the royalties all the money goes back to you. They take a small cut though for printing. So
Okay, that's not bad though. So it's
it's
basically
like
like they're getting the royalties instead of the author getting the royalties. Where the publishing house, for the comic like if you were working for Marvel, Marvel is going to get the bulk of that
right, and
thing, and you get the royalty, right? You would get the royalty when it's reversed for this company.
Right, they just take back printing and then they cut you a check for the rest. How that check gets divided amongst your team is up to you.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
So a lot of people go through Image because it's easier than self-publishing, but you're less of your own boss. Because a lot of people, when they come up with their idea, this is their vision. And then Image, they want a product that's going to sell.
Right.
So if they tell you, "Oh, we need you to change the font you're using," and if you really like your font, you just got to make those sacrifices.
So is anybody from Tate's or doing the 24-hour comic event, have they been able to get their stuff published once they polished it up, or do you not know?
We don't know.
You don't know. You don't ask.
Once you're done, it's basically your baby. You can do what you want with it. We do give everybody a cover sheet to submit it to the 24-hour comics archive. And they store all of copies of all of the 24-hour comics that have ever been created.
Oh, like that's a
There's
lot.
a museum, and you can go.
Where's the museum?
I
gave him a hard question. My bad.
I know. I don't have the paper in front of me, but I know the cover sheet.
Oh, see, Erin's got the backup on that.
She does.
So
Thank goodness.
we got it all good.
It's all wrinkled.
It's fine.
We don't care.
Ta-da! It's the Ohio State University Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum.
That's a mouthful.
It is, which is why I didn't remember.
Okay, we'll give you some leeway for that. Seriously, we'll give you some leeway for
But
that.
you just send this thing with your comic, and then they store it in their archives.
All right, so let's go with the hard question: Marvel or DC?
Okay, this will shock most people because I get a lot of slack. I get a lot of pressure, and people hate me because they think I'm pro DC and anti Marvel. I'm anti both.
Says the man wearing a Batman bracelet
And a Batman shirt. Why?
and a Batman shirt.
I just understand Batman's. Listen.
By the way,
Batman's
I want her shirt because it's the Adventures of Sam and Dean.
I know, it's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Like-
Yeah.
If they're a team, they both have the name of the form.
Sorry, we have a
There's two people
question.
here that are a team.
They're working on the same comic.
Did they both register separately?
They haven't registered all. They want to sign up now.
Okay. Yeah, if they want, they can record the names, and then we'll sit them right there. Oh, okay. I think that there's good and bad at thank you, at both companies.
I told you, Nakia is always busy on 24-hour comic day. It's insane.
No rest for the wicked.
No rest for the wicked. We are very lucky he took his time out to come and interview with us.
Oh, I love it.
So there goes Erin again. Don't worry, we're gonna get into some more Q&A with her pretty soon here.
Great. Yay! I'll eat during that then. So I didn't.
DC's got a lot of problems. They need to not put crappy writers on books. Marvel's got a problem. Marvel needs better continuity because I don't know where Captain America is. He's like an old man in some books. He was like in space in some books. He was trapped in another dimension. I don't know.
Well, weren't those different universes? Question. Okay.
When did we turn into an after-hours club?
This is Tate's new station.
Really? No, we're gonna change it.
You change it. Don't. I think
I'm not on the clock.
you can do it.
Like, I'm not on the clock. She put in her time.
There's problems across the board. I prefer a lot of indie stuff. I'm into Rat Queens.
Okay.
I'm into Walking Dead every now and then, and Invincible every now and then.
So do you watch? We really do have a storm coming in, guys. So if we get cut off, I'm really, really sorry. But you can hear, these are cement walls, and you can hear the thunder coming through it. So if I get cut off early tonight, I'm sorry. We're almost at the halfway mark, and then I'll let Nakia get back to what he's doing and pull Erin in for her interview. So, so you're more indie. I mean, just for Walking Dead, you watch the show?
I did forget a lot.
I watched the show, and then the show got really bad. And
Yeah,
I didn't
well,
watch the show anymore.
Was it in season 2 that you fell out? Because that's when I fell out, and then I was made to watch it, and it got much better.
I fell out in season 2, and I came back for season 3. There's a moment in season 2 that I think is the best moment in the entire series when Rick is in the bar with Herschel, and he shoots those 2 guys that come in.
Yes.
But I don't like it because it sucks that the best character in the show isn't even in the books.
I have 2 favorite pages.
Who is?
One,
Daryl?
I love this building.
He's not in the
It's
comics?
based off the art.
Really? See,
I'm
you
gonna
can
say
tell I
something that's
don't
gonna
read
blow
the
your
comics.
mind.
What?
A lot of Daryl's character
Yes.
was Andrea in the books.
Really?
Andrea is awesome in the comics. Still alive, by the way.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Andrea is the sniper. Andrea's the badass. Andrea is.
I might have to pick up the comics
The
now.
comics are so much better. And like,
Well, I mean, that's just like books, though. Books are generally more better. Wow.
More better.
More better.
We had a good writing.
We're not going to say anything?
The Strain is good. You watch The Strain?
No, I haven't, but I heard it's fantastic.
It's better than the book.
I didn't know there was books.
There's always a book.
There's always a book.
Coffee?
The book's always
Fantastic.
better.
She didn't bring coffee. She hates it.
Well, Nakia didn't ask when I left for coffee when I came back, and he knows I always bring coffee when I come back. This happened last year. I didn't ask for any.
I didn't. It's
See?
my fault. I'm not blaming her.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
It's never my fault. Just don't say anything, okay? Secret.
Like sarcastic.
Are you having issues?
No. Put my artist button on.
So, what about aspiring artists who are trying to learn to draw comics and things like that? Would you recommend any books or sites or things for them to do?
I'm
Yes.
trying to use
You're gonna laugh? It's called How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. Came out in the 80s.
Not
80s?
expressive enough.
80s.
It's just there's a certain look.
There was.
that I associate
Wait, is it a
with
book?
It's a book.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a website.
No.
I was gonna be like, wait, it came out in the 80s. There's a problem with that.
Yeah.
That is a really wicked storm coming.
A compromise. This is Death Hungry. He would not
It's
go classic rock,
Why
but
not?
it's at least not after hours club.
I would prefer like Hailstorm and The Pretty Reckless and
I prefer
Adelita's
not
Way.
clubs because it gave me a headache earlier.
Look, I don't know what you guys were playing earlier,
I
but it
put
was
on
great.
Winchester Radio.
Yes,
And I have
Winchester
my
Radio.
Pandora.
Yes, there. By the way, there are Winchester playlists on Spotify. I'm just putting that out there.
That's great.
So, and for those of you who didn't know, there are actually supernatural comics. I have the bulk of them.
Yes.
So, and they're fantastic, and I love them. A lot of it's like when John was raising the boys before the show started. It's really, really good. So, a lot better than the books they put out.
Oh, okay.
That were really, really bad.
Dirty things.
So, anyways, what was the name of that book?
It's a Marvel Way. I owned it and then I gave it away because I thought it was garbage.
And now you regret that decision.
Well, I do regret it. There's they go through different ways to draw. And one of them was a scribble. worry about.
They don't come out as any form.
You haven't scribbled enough. You have to keep scribbling.
See how like dramatic.
And I thought it was a crappy way to draw because I was more the traditional circle, then a line, circle, and then I had to rush and get a project done. So I was like, I'm just going to scribble, and I did it. And that I can't go back. So it's my favorite way to draw.
That's awesome. So there you go. And he is a really fantastic artist. He really is. Have you seen him stuff, which he didn't bring from his table, which is all the way at the front of the store. We're all the way at the back because we had this really cool little book nook where nobody was around, and then they made us move. No bueno. He did it. So what about the art show going on upstairs? What's that about?
It's we do 2 open shows a year.
Yes.
Where anybody that's local can submit stuff.
Okay.
So the theme was out of this world, so aliens and stuff like that.
Okay. Does every art show have a theme?
Yes.
Okay, there you go, Broward County. If you're an artist and you might want to submit something once or twice a year, check out their themes, get to working on it for the next show.
I got a piece upstairs.
You got a piece upstairs? All right, so what we're going to do after the show is I'm going to go have to take a picture of his piece to put on the website so y'all can see it. So you know what I'm talking about when I say that he's really good. But I'm not trying to carry my laptop all the way to the front store and all the way up to the 2nd floor. Yes, there are 2 stories to my comic shop. So.
And it's bigger now.
Yeah, they just knocked out the wall. We're actually like in the wall parting where they knocked out the wall. There used to be a wall right where we're sitting. So, Nikki, I'm going to let you go here in a minute. Is there any parting thoughts you want to give on comics and 24-hour comic day and all the fantastic writing and artistry that goes into it?
If you're a writer and if you're an artist, just keep doing it. Never stop because you only get better by practice. And Marble Fire Bendis. No, that's me. I don't mean that. I don't mean that at all. I'm not a Bendis fan. Just whatever. Wolverine will only be dead for a couple of years and he'll be back. I'm not sad at all.
Because Marvel's really watching my show.
Hey, you never know. Brian Michael Bendis could be watching right now.
Brian Michael is his name, really? They can't fire him. That's my husband's name, Brian Michael.
But his
I
last
didn't
name
know
is
Brian.
Bendis.
It's really sad I didn't know Brian's middle name.
Yeah, because technically he's your cousin by blood.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, your middle
We're
name
not
either.
going to talk. Michelle.
All right, I guess that's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Nakia, very, very much. You are awesome.
Thank you for having me on. I was so nervous.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, it's so popular. But now, he's crazy, y'all. I just want you to know that. I do not. I don't make anybody nervous. I'm too adorable to make people nervous.
God, I look
It's okay. You don't look terrible. Tell her she looks adorable. Say hi.
Love you guys. No, I don't. But I appreciate it anyways.
You always look adorable.
Nah.
You like have the pretty sides. Okay, don't listen to her. She's insecure, but she's adorable and she doesn't know it. Anyways, so Erin, show us your comic. Tell us about it.
This is the middle of the creativity. I was, but she hasn't fit in yet, and I'm woken up, my cat come and about to kill people while I.
He is fantastic at CrossFit. I just want to put that out there. You should see her videos.
Right now, my saying that there's no running in my WOD, which is workout of the day. Do not add running to. It's not a good time. But so that's where I am in that. So there's no like set pace for this thing. It's just me trying to get through my day. Now and in the comic book, so hopefully it'll work out. Right now I'm on page 5.
Where's your other pages?
Over here.
By her chicken kitchen because I got her food because I'm a good cousin.
Yeah. First page, Logic's just setting out. Trying to figure out what they're doing for the day. Obviously, all the other emotions and characteristics have to comment on it, and I'm sleeping. Big Erin, real Erin, waking up for the day, sees the cat being an asshole in Salem.
Be careful. We have a lot of cat people who like to watch.
No, I love cats. I have a cat, but he's still a big a-hole and likes to poop on the floor. So if anybody has answers for that, please leave a message.
Please leave a message at the time.
So this is all.
Please leave a message at the 30 Nerdy Fabulous blog.
Please. Then they're all character again, and then these are just gonna be me getting ready for the day.
You know, our empty squares. By the way, if you want to see more of Erin's work, you can go to facebook.com/Erin Feldman Designs.
And or just go to erinfeldmandesigns.com because I design.
Okay, that was adorable. You have to admit it. So,
Go interview somebody else now.
so as you can tell, Erin has a full support group, and this is one of her coworkers.
I'm Erin's friend.
Who doesn't want to give her name, apparently.
I'm Julie.
There
Nice
you go.
To meet you.
Julie is an artist, actually, with paints.
Yes, I paint generally on the large scale, and anything I like paintings that move or turn or shake or you can touch and feel. So I'm very interested in things that are 3D.
Very hands-on.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a live stream. Do you want to be on there?
No.
Okay. So what kind of art do you do?
I'm generally a color artist. I love anything that's bright, very vibrant colors. I love to see how colors work for and against each other. So anything that's really interactive and bright, pretty much.
That's awesome. Have you had any pieces in any shows or work in that way, or?
Not so much. I'm more so on a small scale. I do pieces for friends and things here and there. Nothing that's
awesome.
really been published. I do a lot of graphic design
Hey, that's
work.
what this show is all about, is a bunch of writers that haven't been published yet, and you know, artistry and things like that. So hey, you're right there with you.
Yeah, you just have to get your work out there. That's all that really matters about it.
Absolutely, which is like I said, if you look around, it has got a lot more people. Yeah, she's eating. So a lot more people have actually shown up in the last half an hour. I think they're trying to get away from the rain. As it is, though, my battery is starting to die, so I may have to cut this episode short, but I'll probably do another impromptu one to make up for it tomorrow. Back to the writing topic, and I actually have some things to say regarding adverbs and the like, so we might get there. So if you are in Broward County, feel free to come down to Tate's Comics. They are open until 3 o'clock tomorrow, which is when the 24-hour comic day will
It's
end.
open until 9 tomorrow, but they're open
Okay,
till
I'm
9.
sorry. Open until 9 tomorrow night, but they will be open all night tonight. And I think a lot of people are because it's getting really bad out there. Welcome to Florida, right? So in our show tonight, I will with another co-host from there. I do want to thank Nakia for participating. Questions, feel free to great one.